This test is good for you if you have many reference. You want to classify it, so you can break it into group. There are three types of group. The first one we call custom. Custom is mean you create by your own. You set by your own. It's do manually. This is called the custom. And the second one, smart. Smart is mean you just set the criteria. Just do once. This is the key is will do it and automatically come to this group by criteria that you have set to. This is we call smart group. And the last one in combination group is when you have the existing groups you want to combine custom, combine with smart and create a new group. We call combination group. So I will show you one by one. So let's start the EndNote again and go to all the references. Do you look at that? It's make up 60. It's hard to find out. I will start with the custom first. Before you starting the custom group, you have to know another terms we call group set. Group set is mean if you want to separate the reference for thesis, the references for papers, reference for proceedings. So we call this group set. Under the group set, you can create custom, you can create a smart group. So let's show you. You put the mouse over my group. Put the mouse over my group on the left hand side. And you have two options. Right click or use the menu group up there. You have two options. It depends on you. So let's right click. You have group set and group. Look at that. Suppose you are going to set the group set in thesis and divide a group in chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. So you have to create the set first, and then you will create the small group or custom group. Just click on create set. Just name it. Suppose this group for thesis. You just type thesis. And put them out. You got the group thesis. Got it? Then create again a group set again. Create a group set. This group set maybe for papers, your papers. You just type paper submission. Maybe paper submission. Paper submission. And another one, create group set for proceeding. Suppose you have to present your research in proceeding. Just type proceeding. So this is called the group set. Last time, many people create individual library for thesis, another library for papers, and another library for proceeding. So you don't need it anymore. You can separate the reference for thesis under the group. You got it? Then, what do you have to do? I'm going to move you how to create the custom group. Suppose you put the mouse over group set thesis. You want to create the group 1 for chapter 1, group 2 for chapter 2. You just right click. Custom is mean just click on create group. Create group is mean the custom group. You name it by your own. Just click custom click create group, create group, and you just type chapter 1, chapter 1. Chapter 1, chapter 1, chapter 1, chapter 1. Then put the mouse out there. Then another one, you just create chapter 2 again, chapter 2. Chapter 3. So because you got 3 chapters or 4 chapters, it's depend on you. Got it? And how can I move reference to this group? So you put the mouse over all reference. The first one, to pick up, just mouse, put it. More than one, just hold the control and click it to select. It's more than one. Got it? And then right click and see it. We provide you the function move reference to or add reference to group chapter 1. See it? They provide you the option you want to move or add the selected reference to which group. You put a mouse over on chapter 1, you just click chapter 1. And for reference, add to chapter 1 group. And another option for chapter 2, you have the sticky note. Remember that? I want to search the note, PDF note. Just use shows search panel, select PDF note, and just type chapter 2. You got the reference that contain the word in note chapter 2. Do again. Right click and move and add to chapter 2 again. Chapter 2 again. This is the second way to find out the reference. You got the idea for this? So this one you have to do by manuals. You have to do by manual. So we call the custom group. And another group we call the smart group. Smart group. Smart group. Smart group. Smart group. Smart group. The smart group, remember that on PDF, with PDF and without PDF. So the type of group that suits for your question is we call the custom one. So like you put the mouse over the thesis and you create a group for PDF attachment or without PDF. You just click PDF attachment. How can I know that which one is have the attached? You just put the mouse over all references. All references. Hide the search panel. And now on the icon of paperclip, you just click it to resource for to group. You look at that. All of the file attachment include. You can resource again. You want to resource again with attachment come first. You just click again. This is will come first, and you select it, and move back to PDF attachment. You see where to do it. Got an idea now from this this student actually asked question this morning. So they says some reference they attach PDF, some is not without the PDF. Can I group only the PDF in this group? Yes, you can. You just hold the control and select it. This is the way that you can move or add PDF attachment. Got an idea now? Then, what about the smart group? I will show you smart group. Smart group is good for paper submission, for literature review. So you want to create group that have different reference type. So I want to know which one is thesis, which one is journals, which one is book. How can I classify which journal is belong to what's the type of reference? So you just put the mouse over the paper submission and then right click and just click create smart group. Just select smart group. Now we're going to move to smart group. Then name a group. Suppose you want to know how many journals in your reference in your library. Just type journals. Name the group. This is for the journal only. And how can I tell the EndNote? Just select only the reference type in journal. You just select fields and choose reference type and type it journals. So this group name journals. I want EndNote to pick up only the journals and add to this group. Then just create. Just do create. You don't select it anymore. Let the EndNote do it for you. You got an idea now? So this one just do once. Next time when you search from the science dialects, will be automatic move to this group for the journals. I'll lead you again. Suppose you like this morning you have thesis. Can I find out which one is belong to the thesis? Just put the mouse over publication again, right click, and then click create smart group. I want to name a new one. Just type thesis. Then next criteria you just set to find out on fields reference type. Choose the reference type again. Then type thesis. Just type thesis. Then just click create. Create again. So you got how many reference belong to this group? You got an idea? And can you do by your own for book? How many book? You just put the mouse over, click, create smart group, name it book. Select the reference type, contain the word book. Just type book. Then create. You got how many books belong to this group? You got an idea now? And then not finished yet. For literature review, you want the EndNote to separate the publication, the journals or articles that published in 2006, 2015, 2016. I want to separate the articles in publication years. How can I classify that? You get to put the mouse over again and right click, clear smart group again, and just start 2016. So I name the group. Any publication published in year 2016 will add to this group. So you just tell the EndNote year of publication. Then just type 2006 and start creating. So you got how many records that published in 2006? 2016. You got the idea? I do it again. What about 2015? Just right click, smart group, name the group 2015 years, then 2015, then just start creating. This is good for you when you do literature. So you want to know the year 16, how many papers I have it? What about 15, how many records that published in 2015? So can you do up down to 2013? Just create just 4 years, last 4 years. That's enough. 14. 2014 years, and then create. And now you can predict that most of journals publish on which year. 2013 year, 2014, and create. And now you got two criteria. One is reference type, and the second one is publication year. And the third criteria, you want to separate or classify in keyword. You want the articles that contain this keyword move to this group. How can I create that? This is good for you when you do literature. So let's start. Paper. Just right click and open the smart group again. Clear smart group. So you remember this morning you have the keyword drying. You just type drying. And what the criteria you have to set? The first one, the keyword. You just select the keyword. Just tell the EndNote any record in keyword fields contain the word dryings. Move to this group. And not finished yet, you have second criteria. If cannot found in keyword, you give them the option or found in titles. You just set another criteria. But some record doesn't contain the drying in keyword. You just tell the EndNote or the titles that contain the word drying. Add to this group. You just click create. You got it? So another keyword, remember that? Euthanasia. So you just do again. Right click. Smart group. Another keyword. Euthanasia. And then keyword. Euthanasia. Euthanasia. All the titles contain euthanasia. So it's good for you for review the literature that's contained this keyword. It's very useful for you for the group. Yes. And create. So any field is searchable. You can do it. You can do any field. It's depend on you set the criteria. Any questions so far for smart group? Then the last group we call combination. The combination is mean you want to know the articles that published in 2016 contain the keyword drying how many record. So you want to combine three criteria. And how can I do that? You just back to paper submission again, right click and select the third one, create from group. This one we call combination group. Just select create from group. You just name the group drawings 2016 articles drawing or something like that, or you just say articles on drawing 2016. You just select the group 2016 and select the group journals and select the group drawing. You got an idea now? You just combine the existing group, even the chapter 2, chapter 3, even the custom group, then start create. And you got 3 or 4. You can look at that. The icon is different. Combine is meaning combine is colorful, the circles, and smart is magnify, and custom is blue folders is different. Can you do it again? Euthanasia publish only book. I want to know how many books mention euthanasia, something like that. I just combine the group, just click create form and then type euthanasia. I need to know book. Just select book, just combine book and euthanasia and then create. You can set more criteria. It depends on you. For the custom, you have to do by manual. For the smart, you don't have to do anything anymore from now. You just set one and the EndNote will automatic just add to your group and combine two. This is we call the group. Any questions so far on the group? So I'm going to move you to another step. We call the bibliography style. How can I edit style? And how can I create the independent bibliography? So let's move to select the bibliography style. Back to EndNote. Remember that. Select the bibliography style first. Select the bibliography style first. repeat to from each which group? Create from group. Create from group. Yes. I'll repeat again for create from group. Suppose you want to know the drawings, the article that contain the word drawing, published in 2014, and have to be journal type. How can I clear the group? Just put the mouse over a group set. Just right click. Just click create from group. You just name the group first. Suppose you want to see journals. 2014 in drawing. Then you have to name it first. Then tell the EndNote you want to combine which group. You just select the first group, 2014. Then find out another group that contain the word drawing. Then I need only the journal type. Select the group journals and start create. Start create. And start create. You got an idea? What happened with you? You got it? You got it now? So if you miss spelling or spell long spelling on a cleared group, you will on smart group you will got 0 or nothing. You can recheck again what have you said. You just put the mouse over and click edit group again. You can edit group, remove group, delete group anytime. You can delete it. Any questions so far? Can I move forward? Yeah. The next time, let's start. Select the style first. Most of you use the APA style. Just select the APA style. And cannot see in the list, you just click select another style and select APA, or just type the initials characters APA, then repeat again. Select APA 6th edition, choose it, and see the buttons. Preview first, preview first, preview, preview, preview. So the question is, how many authors have to display on the list for the Naresuan University? So some universities said, if you got 2 authors, display both. But if you got 3 or more, just display only first order, and then just leave it with at all. At all, at all. Yes. Yes. Some university that they set their own style. So I will give you the idea. Yes, yes. Uh, the first one, the list of order. So on your record, if you got only two order, display all. Between 1 and 2, connect with N. A, N, D, N. And another case, you got more than 2. Start from 3 or more. This university said, just display 1. All of that, just leave it with at all. At all. E-T A-L-E-T. You need to, I think, abbreviation, etc. Or so I will show you how it looks like. And then you look at it, and this is mean and. I want to change from the symbol to word A-N-D-N. How can I change it? And how can I display only the first order if you have more than 3 order? So let's start. Ready to move? Just before you add it, you have to select the style first. Then just click edit. And select output style. Select edit APA. Just open the APA style. You got it? Before you start, you have to know any part of reference. The reference in the content we call the citation. This is, you want to edit only the citation part, you have to look at the citation. But at the end of articles, you have the bibliography part, reference part, we call the bibliography. And even footnote, you can edit the footnote. This is, we are going to edit bibliography part. What do you mean? Okay. You select APA, start APA, just click edit. Then select output style. Then just select edit APA. You got it? So this part we call the bibliography part. Now I will change one by one. Just look at that. And I want to change to what? A-N-D-N. How can I change this? Just add it. Look at that on bibliography. Move to order list. Yes. So start from the separator. The EndNote set the number of order if you have 1 until 100. Between each others, we separate with comma. Between each other, separate with comma. Before last, end with, and symbol, and comma. So now I want to change from end symbol to word a in the end. You just put the mouse over that and look at that. Backspace, one backspace is not removed yet. Another backspace is removed. Then type and instead of and symbol. You got it? But at the end of and, its mouse is adjacent. so needs one space. If you don't do it, the order will connect or adjacent with and just don't forget to give them one space back. Got it? So just do one by step. Then save it by your own style. How can I save my own style? Just put the mouse over file and select save as. The EndNote don't allow you to save the APA, the original style. The EndNote allow you to create the new style, the new name for this style. Not allow you to overwrite the original style. You can look at that. Save is still glazed, not allow you. Just click save as, and you can name it. APA style is my Bond style, James Bond. Okay, suppose I give my name to remind you that. So you make it different from APA. See it? Then start save. Or you can create end-use style, or it depends on you. And then save it and close. And not active yet until you change display up there. Select another style and find out your APA style. Display here. See your name now? See it's your name? Yes, it's suited and looks different. You look at that. This one. Change. So if you don't like this, you can back to APA again. Change back to APA style again. You can this page back to my style again. How is different? You just switch back from the original one and your APA style. You got the idea for the first step. Then what next you have to do? You have to tell the EndNote if the gateway school set for the bibliography style for APA. They said if you have more than 3 orders, just display only one order. Just display only one order. You got an idea now? So you remember that on the first one that you type manually, this one you got 3 orders, but the gateway school said 2 order, display both for 2 order. If they are more than 3, just display only the first order. So this is not the 2 order, they have 3 or more. I will change it to display only. How can I change it? Just add it from your style again. Just add it from your style. Select your own style first. Click edit. Output style. Choose your own style again. Then back to order list again. You got an idea now? So what you have to do next? The order start with the order separator first. You have to change from 100. Just change to 2. Because the gateway said display only 2 peoples, 2 person. 2. If the record contain only 2 order, display 2. You got an idea? This one. So suppose for 2 you don't need comma between. Remove it. Remove the comma. Suppose remove the comma. It's necessary. Got it? Then another criteria. If they have 3 or more, just display only one order. Move to abbreviation order list. Move to abbreviation order list. The standard APA set if you have 8, you display only 7 people, 7 order. After X, they set to add all. And now you change the criteria. You just click on if on the second criteria. You click. You just change from if 3 or more. List the first one. You got it? You got the idea? So you set the criteria. If the record contain more than or start from 3 and more, display only first order only. And then rest of that end with this word. If you want this character to be italic, you just click it. Just click it. Or plain, you just set this. It depends on you. You got the idea now? This is you can set the criteria and then save it. And now you don't have to save as anymore. You can save, overlay it. You have your own style now. Got it? You just save it and see your results. So close. You look at that. This one. Because you said is if you have 2, display both, and more than 3, display only 1. This one you can set it. You got the idea? Anything about the order? So I will come back to the student that asked me the capital letters, the capitals, the title capitals. So the question this morning, this student asked me, when you export the original text, original bibliography from Science Dialects, the article title display in capitals. So I want to change the format. Change to only the first word or first character in capitals. How can I change it? Back to edit again. Output style again. Any questions so far? And then your style again. You look at on the bibliography style. They provide you the title capitalized. See it? So you tell not leave title as the enter. You enter in capital, they display in capitals. So you can change highlight, headlines, style, sentence. Sentence mean only the first character. You got the idea? Again. Start from the beginning. Your style. Because you mentioned me. You said the titles when you export from somewhere, they display in the capitals. More than in capital letter. So I don't want to display like this. I want to display only same sentence, same as sentence. Just only one character to be capitals. How can I change the format to add the sentence? You just back to APA your style again, edit again, output style again, edit your style again, and move to title capitalization. Titles capitalization. And just tick sentence style capitalization. Sentence. Got it? Then save as, save it, and just close it. Just close it. Any questions so far? And another question from another university. They want me to change display of the order. So they said, can you display the first order start with surname, comma, and followed by the initial word, initial of first order. And for the second order, can you tell the EndNote display from name and surname? This is another criteria. How can I say it? Because if you back to the APA style, the first and the second display the same name. So start with author's name, the last name, and followed by the initial of first name. But this student asked me, can I display for the second order start with name and followed by surname or last name? How can I change it? You want to see it? Just click edit again, select output style again. Oh, forget to select my style and output again, my style again, and you have to select under the other names, and you see the EndNote said first orders display start for last name, comma by name, and then you change other to start with first name first. You can notice that its comma is mean this is a surname. But if you want to change the formats, the second order start with first name first and followed by last name. You change other orders. And you can change the format of initial. You don't need a period. You need A, B, C. So you just tell them the initials, how it look like. This one, the initials. Look, see it? The initials. So you can set this way the full name, this way the last name only, or display A, B, not period, not dot, or something like that. You can change the format of the order names. Got the idea? So it's depend on you. You ask me if you, after this section, if I want me to edit anything, you just send me the email. We will do it for you, captures, and give you the instructions step by step. You don't worry about that. You just learn how the EndNote can do or cannot do. This is save it on my style. Just close it. This is close it. And then what have to do next? And another question is from books. You just put the mouse over the group book. This student asked me, can I underline the title of book, and I need bold italics and underline only the title fields of book. How can I change it? How can I change it? back to article your style again, also your style again, and edit output style, APA style, and now you have to select the type of reference. You just put mouth over template, the template. Got it? And now you got a book reference type book. Then you're looking for the titles. You just highlight the word titles, and you want the titles underline. You just put the mouse, click on underline up there, underline. So if you want underline and bold, you just make it bold. You want me to repeat again? And then save it, and see the results. Do you look at that? It's bold. And I'll repeat again. Book, from book, I need this titles have to be underline, and not only the italic, I'll need bold. Back to edit again, output style, edit output again, put the mouse, select the template, look for book, highlight the title field, and select underline or bold. Then save it. Save your own. You got an idea? Anything you want me to this to demonstration? You can stop me anytime if you want to. So this is the basics that I get a question from other university. They want to add it any style. Any field you can insert the field. This one you can insert field more. You can insert fields. Suppose university asks you to add more field. You just use the field. So if you cannot do it, you ask me. I will add it for you. So this is just the basic one. So another case, the people who use a Vancouver style. The Vancouver style, you know the Vancouver style? Yep.
Suppose we have different reference lists. Maybe there will be journal, paper, book, thesis, or other. So we want to change suppose the title of all the references. So we have to do suppose for book separately, for journal separately, or
Yes, you have to do.
any option to do
No,
for
you
all at
cannot.
once?
You cannot. You have to do one by one.
One by one.
Yes, you cannot do all like an order list, like order names. For the each different type, you have to do one by one. You do book, but not effective journals. You have to do book, journals, thesis, one by one. Cannot do like other names, other lists. You have to do one by one. Then I want to know to see just select the journal name. The APA set to display full name of journals, but another style we call the Vancouver style sets the journal format in abbreviation 1. So you can look at that. What style you using, full name or abbreviation, or 1 or 2 or 3. I will show you later about abbreviation. So any one of you use the Vancouver style. So it's different from APA. You want me to show that? Yeah, yes. I will show it. Suppose just close this one. you just change to Vancouver style. It's different. Start with number. The Vancouver, you start with the number. You look at that, the number. You start with number. So the Vancouvers, for the journal name, they don't display like this. They display in abbreviation. How can I know that? You just select the Vancouvers and then click edit, and then just click output style edit Vancouver and just select the journal names. You look at that. The Vancouver set, the standard is display in abbreviation, but still full name. Why still full name? So I'm going to change to abbreviation. So some university, they confuse abbreviation 1 and abbreviation 2 is different. One have period and 2 without the period. So I want to show you how abbreviation look like. 1 look like, 2 look like. You can decide that you switch to 1 or 2. So ready to move? Just close it. Then what else you have to do? To check the list first. 1 how it look like, 2 it look like. Just use another menu we call tools, and just use open term list and select journal term list. Just open the term list. Then you look at that. You got the index journals. It's still some is banks in column B1, B abbreviation 1, abbreviation 2. Nothing. So if you don't see the list on this, they will display in full name. So you have to download the list of the abbreviation first. So before you download, I recommend you to remove all of that, because if they found to duplicate journals, they will display in full names. So you have to remove it by use the Control A, Control R, and delete terms. Delete term first. Delete it. Just cut the 0 journals. Did you delete it? Then EndNote provide you the list of the abbreviation, but haven't download to EndNote yet. You have to start download the list by your own. Just click on list. Then just click import list. This is come with the EndNote installation, but haven't download yet. So suppose you are in medicals, you want to download all the medical journals list. You just click medical journals and start open again. I think I will repeat again. Most of you miss it. I will repeat again. For the Vancouver style is different. They display journal name in abbreviation. So if they don't see the list, they will display in full names, the same as your record. So you have to download the list that EndNote provide you. You just start with style and then just click to, then use open term list, just click journals term list. If you see any journal in the list, you just remove it. Start, remove it, delete it all. And now start downloading, just click list, click import list. Just start with medicals. If you are in health science, just medical and then open it. They got 14,000 journals have been downloaded. And you back to term again. You see the list. You see the list. See the list. And you look at that. One half period. Abbreviation 2 without the period. So you have to decide that which one. Abbreviation 2 or 1 or 2 for your style. You got an idea? Oh, you don't worry about that because you know some journals that require you have to use abbreviation name. So if you don't see engineering, you can make it by your own. You just put list and create the list by you can terms back to term again and click new terms, create by your own. Okay. Suppose I delete again 1 or 2 or 3. For the Vancouver style, the journal names they require the standard one. The format of abbreviation journals set to abbreviation 1. But in university in Thailand, Naresuan, Mahidol, and Jirawat use different abbreviation format. Jirawat use abbreviation 2. Naresuan maybe use abbreviation 1. How can I know that? How different between 1 and 2? How can I know that? I choose 2 or 1. So I have to back to load the list first. Just open journal list. If you don't see the list, you just click import the list. Just click. Then you look at on the abbreviation 1, the column abbreviation 1. You see each of word they have a period, a dot for abbreviation 1, but for abbreviation 2 without the period. So Chulalongkorn University require abbreviation 2 and Mahidol require display in abbreviation 1. I don't know. Because they said, can I have only period? I don't want to set to without the periods. Pardon me? Naresuan ใช้อะไรครับ APA only the APA ใช่ไหมเพราะว่าวิทยาศาสตร์สุขภาพใช้แล้วใช้ abbreviation 1 ไหมI think they use the standard abbreviation 1. You have to ask the graduate school. The APA. But some journals require you. Suppose you want to publish in this journal that require you use the Vancouver style, and you look at that, the sample style abbreviation in dot or without the period. So this journal require abbreviation 2 without the period. You have to switch to abbreviation 2. It depend. So for the standard, they use the abbreviation one. But before you use, you have to download and import the list first. So if you don't see the journal in the list, they will display in full names. Display in full names. You got a point for the abbreviation? Got the point? So some journals that require abbreviation. So without the list, they display in full names. You have to download the list first. Any questions so far for editing? I will check back again. Maybe APA again, APA again, APA again. See what I miss it. Okay, nothing. So let's start. After you add it, style, you are ready to use it. We'll start with the independent bibliography first. The independent. So for this option, you have to select style first. Select the style first. You said you're using APA. Just switch, change the style to APA standard or your own APA style. So what I need to display my APA style. Just select first. Then just select the reference. Suppose you need only 5 of that. Just mark it 5 of that. So this is the selected reference to display in this style. Ready to remove? Then just right click. Use the copy formatted. Copy formatted means same format as APA. Just click copy formatted. So now it's on the clipboard. You have to open another program. Suppose you open Microsoft Word. And then just Control V to this page. Control V. I repeat again. I don't recommend you to use right click and use the word option, because some machines, some PC display in plain text, not italics, not bold, not the same format as the EndNote. So you need exactly the same as EndNote. I recommend you to use the Control V instead of from the word, from the page. I repeat again. Start with select the format, select the style first, and just pick up some reference that you want to create. I think you said 2 or 3 enough for me. Then right click, use the function copy formatted. Use function copy formatted. And then open any application, even Excel, PowerPoint, text file, any application, just Control V. Just Control V. We call this one independent, not belong to other program. Independent. You see, for you, for the independent, for the independent, last time I see the student they use for the last line of PowerPoint. the last slide of PowerPoint. They use this the independent. When you go to present your idea, you may copy your idea is cite from others, so you need a reference. So just use this one we call the independent. Any questions so far to this? Yeah. So I'm going to move you to another one. Use with the Microsoft Word. Use with the Microsoft Word. Can you open the blank document? Blank document. This is good for, like you have the citation in text. You have left hand. You want the EndNote to create simultaneous citation in text and the reference. It's different from independent. Independent create only the bibliography. So for citation in text, you have to do by your own. But this option, you don't need anything. Do automatically. Let's check. You have the EndNote tabs on the Microsoft Word. Do you have it? It means it's know each other, EndNote and Microsoft Word. So let's start. Pretend you are going to do research papers. You just type anything. Just type it. Pretend to do it. Just type it. Type any word, any keyword, any sentence. Support. I copy from this. That's enough. I think it's enough. Enough. Stop it. Then I'm going to tell you that this idea is not belong to me. I have from other idea. So I have to reference which idea I cite to. So the EndNote gives you 3 ways to insert the citation in the Microsoft Word. The first one, start from Microsoft Word. You just find out the position that you want to cite. Put the cursor on afterward, and back to EndNote. Suppose you classify, I remember on drawing, this reference I cite. Just put them out. Select the reference. Catch it. Then you want this reference insert to Microsoft Word. You just select these buttons. Insert citation. I repeat again. The first way, the first option, you just finish typing and you say, I want to insert citation in here. You just mark the position, and back to the EndNote, select the reference and send back to Microsoft Word by click insert citation. Will insert at the cursor that beep beep. You got it? This is the first way. You got the citation and reference. This is the first way. Then start typing again, typing again, typing again, typing again. Enough. Stop typing again. Then the second way, you don't need to find out the position. You back to start with the EndNote first. Start with the EndNote first. Select, find out the reference. If you want to size more than one reference, just hold the control and select. Hold the control and select. Got it? And back to the Microsoft again. Find out the position. Just put the mouse afterward. And now you have to click on the EndNote tabs edges. Choose the menu Insert Selected Citation. Choose the menu Insert Selected Citation. Selected is mean you select from the EndNote library and want to insert in Microsoft Word. We call Insert Selected Citation. So it depends on you. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the first one or the second one? It depends on you. Okay. Repeat again. Suppose you just start typing, and then you don't want to select from this. You don't want to find out the position. You just back to the EndNote first. You select the EndNote in any group. Hold the control, select more than one, and back to Microsoft Word again. Suppose you want to find out to in this position. You just click EndNote X7 tab. Choose the Insert Selected Citation. They got the drop-down menu list under the Insert Citation. You just click Insert Selected Citation. Selected, I mean you have already selected from the EndNote. And the last option, you love Microsoft Word very much. You don't want to leave Microsoft Word. I want to stand in the Microsoft Word only. I don't want to move back to EndNote anymore. I love the Microsoft Word. You just find out the position again. Do the same thing as the first and two. And use EndNote X7. Select the drop-down menu list. Select the Insert Citation. Insert Citation. Insert Citation. And EndNote let you type it. Just suppose you are looking for the journal published in 2016. You just type 16. You are looking for the article contain the word euthanasia. You just type euthanasia. You have an other names. You have Mahidol University. You just type Mahidol. Find out. Any field is searchable. You got it? This one just search it. Search your library. Search your own library. Then what else? Just select and insert. Just select and insert. Which one do you prefer? The second one. Depend on you. The first one. So it depends on your comfort. You prefer first, second, or first way, or depend on you. It depends on you. This is we call the insert citation. Another step. Do you remember that this morning you have the figure? You have your own figure, the wound figure. So I want to insert figure. So figure is mean you find out the position Find the position. Find the position. Position. You find out the position. After this word, you want to insert figure. Then use insert. Select insert figure. Insert figure. Insert figure. Got it? This morning, if you didn't give them the caption, the figure cannot be searchable, cannot be used. So you remember that the caption, your caption. So my caption is wound. I got wound. What is your caption? You just type caption word, caption text. Then just start insert. Just select insert. You got the figure 1 and list of figure down there. Repeat again. Okay. The figure is mean you just see what after this word I have to insert the figure and select the insert figure again, and figure cannot be searchable if you didn't give them the caption. So they need a caption for searchable. So you just type any caption text, just a few words or any single word. Then when you got the figure, you just start insert by click the insert button. If you have more than one figure, they will run for you. Figure 1, figure 2, figure 3, figure 4. They will run out for you. So try to add more figure. Add more figure. Remember how can I add a figure? Start. I repeat again. This is Afghan. This one. Yeah. This one. The Afghan. This. This is my favorite band. This band is Thai band, but she is Pakistan people that speak Thai very clearly. They have my favorite band, Pakistan. I think they call it last name is Batan something. Batan. You Batan? Oh, nice to meet you. Oh, Batan. You? Ah, Batan. It's good song. Say that. Oh, really? Oh, you look like this band. Do you look like this? Really popular in Thai, you know, the hammers. Oh, really? Batan. Figure. So suppose you want to add more figure. Just find out the figure. Start insert. I forget to give them the caption. Just give them. Then start insert again. Insert figure. Start insert figure. Insert figure. Just type. Then insert. You look at that. This become figure 2, figure 3, figure 4. So the list of figure in here. This is, you can enlarge, you can enlarge, you can minimize, you can cut it. This is the caption. Got the idea now? Then what else? You have to know that you know insert, and you have to know how to remove it. If I choose the long one, how can I delete it, remove it? You cannot delete by manuals, because if you delete by manuals, the alphabet not resort again. So you have to do by command, by tells the EndNote to remove this one. So just let's start. Put the mouse to find out which one you want to remove. That the EndNote will highlight in gray. You said you want to remove one of these from this one. The EndNote will remove citation and together with bibliography data. So just back to the EndNote again. Use edit and manage citation. Use edit and manage citation. And then EndNote will highlight on that citation you want to remove and select this. Remove citation. So the EndNote will resort you again. Resort by alphabet again. You got it? Remove it. Then okay, it will resort for you. So in the opposite way, you want to insert. Citation from the reference. You cannot do it. You just can find only in the citation. You want to remove only the number 3. Suppose you use the APA style. Suppose I will show you on number 3. I will check back to the document again. On the number 3. So this one, I will check you this one and look at count. It's difficult to find out from the reference, but it's easy way to find out from the citation, because the last version they show you the context that you insert in, but this one is not answer your question. And what about how can I remove the figure? Figure is different from citation. Suppose if I want to remove this figure, how can I remove it? So figure, you have to start, highlight the figure, and then just use backspace or delete it by manuals. Just backspace, and then you see the picture is still there. You have to remove by click on update the citation. Click update again. Click update citation to remove figure. It's different way from citation. Different ways. click update, remove again. So the figure will rerun again. You remove figure 1, that figure 2 become figure 1. This one. You get the idea now? This is we call remove the citation. Another option. So this is from the student from another university. So suppose you insert the citation in front of sentence, in front of the sentence. So the format is different. The format starts from orders, parentheses, and year. Different from this. This format display citation in parentheses, order name, comma, followed by year. So you want to change the format. For the first sentence, have to display in difference. Display order first, followed by. So I type it. So I don't know this one use this format. Suppose this is the order. It says it's 2006 like this. You want me to show it? So let's start how to show it, how to display format like this for the beginning of the sentence. Just put the mouse over there and start at it again, and select the formatting, display as other year. Display as other years. It's other year. You got it? You got the idea now? So just display the other year and then start OK. Format is change to other parentheses and years. Got it? And then some student want to cite pages. You cite from this page of this book. How can I add page or pages in this citation? So start again. Put a mouse over there and click edit. And you look at that on page. Suppose you cite from page 22. You just type 22. Then click OK. It will add a page for you. Suppose you have multiple pages, have to be PP. I'll change it to page 225, 20s to 225, and start OK again. It's become PP automatically. See that? So you can add cited pages by put the mouse, highlight it, click edit, and just type page. Got it? And what else you have to do? This is from another university too. This student asked me. So I haven't found the originals papers of these methodologies. This methodology is been talked about in 100 years ago, but I cannot find the original papers. So I cite from other paper that cite this paper too. I have to put a word cited in. Cited is mean you cannot find the original text, original papers. How can I add the word cited in for this citation? You got the idea now? You got the idea? So suppose when you do on the chapter 2, you have to cite some methodology, but you cannot find out the originals that talk about this methodology. But when you get the paper that you just print from the Psydelex that published in 2016, mention this methodology. This paper, not the original one. They cite from the original again. So you want to tell the lecturer, this is not the original papers that I cite from other papers that cite this paper again. How can I just type cited in? How can I insert the citation in? Suppose you just put the mouse, select the citation, click edit again. On the prefix, just type cited in prefix box. Just type cited in, cited in, cited in, cited in. After in, you need one space. After in, you need one space. And then see the results. Just click OK. You see it? They insert for you cited in. Cited in. You got the idea? You got the idea. Cited in. Cited in. Cited in. And what else? I'll try to remember that. Then what else I have to do? Cited in. Any questions so far for APA? Okay. Suppose you don't use APA. I want to change from APA to Vancouver. You just switch from style and select the style and find out the Vancouvers and OK. Change back to the numbers to Vancouver. Yes, you can. You want based on the APA style, but citation you want to display in number? Yes, you can. You want me to show it? Okay, back to the original one. Back to the original one again, and select the APA. Look at the APA. Edit the APA. Edit. I'll change to my style. I'll edit APA style. Look at on the citation, the template. The APA set to display other year cited, but you want to use in different way to the number. How can I change to the number? The number is mean you want to change to the number. You have to change by remove this, and insert with bibliography number. Use instead of other year, use bibliography number. You can feel it? You change display from other year to bibliography number. same format as we display you on Vancouver. If you cannot, how can I insert? Just copy from this one, the Vancouver style. They use the number, the same idea. Try it. I want to copy. Try it. Just back to APA again. Your style. Edit output style. APA. Just click citation template. Under the citation, remove this, and insert bibliography number instead of author and yes. And this one too, insert with this one, author bibliography number, and save it. And back to EndNote, display your style. Become the number and still APA in the reference. You got the idea? Now? So you just tell me what do you want me to edit it. The keynote can fix it for you. Instead of sort by alphabet, you want to sort by the number 8, 1, 2, 3. Back to EndNote again. Back to edit APA again. And set the numbers, reference. I have to check from the Vancouver first. Okay. So in the APA on this one, layout, you have to change the layout by just give them the bibliography numbers. I will show you. Just copy from this. Back to APA again. Edit output APA, and for the layout, you just insert bibliography number, and then you need one tab for this. You just tell them, give them a tab. Then save it. Back to again and update it. It's become number. Again. How much you pay me for again? Okay. Again, let's start the APA again. The original APA. Come to the original APA first. The original APA. On the layout, you use your APA style. We just clicked insert. insert field and select bibliography number, and after number you need a tab. Between number and the other name you need a tab. You just give them a tab. Just select the tab. One tab. So if you don't need a tab, you don't have to click the tab. This is set the number. Got it? So you don't worry about that. When you find out you have a question, you send me the email. I will answer you and do you an instruction step by step. You just learn and how EndNote is very flexible for you. Very flexible for you. I will give you later. I will give you later. Give you later. Don't worry about that. I get the new knowledge from you, because some student that don't ask me APA need the number of that. So your question is very useful for other universities. This is we call change the style. So I recommend you when you publish to the journals, I recommend you to use the EndNote, because I have the experience from Ajahn from other university. It says to me, the first one, they file out the journals and submit to these journals, and after 2 months later, they file a new journal that have high impact factor than the first journal. They send a letter to withdraw for submission, want to submit to the second. But this Ajahn do by manuals. The first journal require APA style, and the second journal require Vancouver style. It's different. He have to it took a month for resubmit again to the second one. But if you do by EndNote, you just switch from APA to Vancouver again. Just 1 second, and resubmit again. You got the idea? And then for the Vancouver again, back to the Vancouver again. Some university require me for the citation for the Vancouver. The format is different. They need superscript. Can I do a superscript for the Vancouver? Back to this one again. Superscript is mean, suppose you select the style, select the Vancouver style or APA style, depend on you, and edit output style and edit Vancouver again. Select the templates under citation. You just highlight it and use superscript up there. Superscript. You got it? So you can change to upperscript, superscript. It depends on your format. So you got an idea now? So any questions so far?
Sir, I have one question. Sometimes we don't want to cover our reference number 1, 2, 3 and parentheses. We want to cover it in bracket. So how can we?
Change to bracket.
Yes.
Change from parentheses to bracket.
Yes.
Easy way. You just type it in this one, bracket. You just type in bracket. You just type bracket. Change from the parentheses to bracket. Very easy one. Do you got it? He asked me some citation format. They don't use the parentheses. They use the bracket. So you just change from the parentheses to bracket. Just repeat it and tie the bracket again to bracket. Or some university without parentheses, without bracket, you just remove it. Just remove it. Just leave the number alone. Just leave the number alone. Any questions so far for the Microsoft Word? And then I want to show you again. To show you again and again. You look at that. I want you to insert thesis type thesis. Can you insert the reference belong to the thesis? I want to show you something. I want to show you something. Insert the thesis. The thesis. Insert book. Insert book. Insert book. Insert any type of book reference book. Book. And now, support you go to the gateway school. They ask you, can you point me which one is journals, which one is thesis, which one is book? How can I classify that? Which one is book, which one is journals? So EndNote will categorize for you. So follow me. So just back to the EndNote again. Microsoft Word again. Use the function categorize references up there. Just click the drop down menu list. You catch me now? Just click config it. Then you look at that. It's separate for you, but you want to clear it. You put the mouse, click, select on primary sources, and then right click, just click add category heading. Just type journals. Then click primary sources again, add book, then add again for thesis. Then move back to all references. So you have to do drag and drop. You drag journals to this, drag thesis to this, drag thesis to this, drag thesis to this, drag the journals to belong to the journals, drag book. Drag and drop. You got it? Drag and drop. So after you drag and drop, you just OK and see down there they classify for you how many journals, how many books, how many theses. And if you want to change back to APA again, you just click unmark it back to APA again. You got the idea now? Getting from the Microsoft Word, not for getting for the EndNote. The EndNote? That you insert from the EndNote? You want me to repeat again? think we do. I will send you the email.
Okay.
It's long story.
Okay.
So this is the easy way to do that. So we send you and you dispute to your friends again. So it is good for checks. Which one is journals, which one is books, which one is thesis. This is good for you. Categorize. Unmark it back to normal again. Change to APA again. And then what else? So you may notice that can I separate between text and references? Because it is too adjacent. I don't like this. Can I separate in the different page? So you just use the insert from the Microsoft Word. Use the insert. You put the mouse between the reference and the content and select insert. Use the page break it to separate the content and the reference in different page. You got the idea? This is good to look through which one is content, it's a text, which one is references. You got it? And what else? So University require you to use the specific font. What font you using? You can lock it. You can save it permanently. After the next time they will clear it from this font you select. What font you were using? I'm going to set it to Time New Roman. How can I set this font permanent in Time in Roman? Back to the EndNote again. And what about the title? You use references or bibliography? A title of references. Just use this one. Just select the config is small arrow there. Config bibliography. Just click config bibliography and select the layout, and tell the EndNote I prefer font Times New Roman. I prefer Times New Roman. Size, what size? 12. And titles. You just in the box of bibliography titles, you just type references. And the titles change font to same size. The title same size. 14. Plain text or bold or italic on the line. You just set it and then OK. Start change font. Just click OK. It's become Time New Roman. Happy on that? Yeah. So can set to your favorite font. Just click layout, change font to your favorite fonts, type the titles, and then click apply. This one. You got it? This is we call work with Microsoft Word. And then it gives you another option for do the thesis. this is really complicated one. It's difficult, but it's very useful because when you do the thesis, you have one chapter, separate file, separate chapter, or you do mixes. What do you do? Separate file and separate chapter. So when you do the tab chapter, for each chapter, you don't have the reference. You have the reference on the last file. But how can I use the EndNote to do that? You want me to show that? Because the EndNote do it for you, separate file. Just display only the citation. For the reference, they will collect it and show in the last page, on the last section of the thesis. So you want to do it? Oh, let's start it. Let's start it. This is too complicated, too complex, more step than one file. But it's very useful if you do a thesis in English. It's good for you. We call the multiple file. This file we call the single file. And now you want to use the multiple file. You see folder thesis. The folder thesis. Open. I just do the sample for you. You don't need to type it. I just want you to insert only. You got it? Before you start, I recommend you to. I think you can come back to this. Yeah. Okay. Don't worry about it. Just open. I recommend you to close all of that because they cannot open another words. So for do this multiple file, you have to close all of the Microsoft Word. Close all. Close it all. Just start open chapter 1. Just start open chapter 1. And now insert the citation. Pretend to do chapter 1 and repeat the step again. Suppose you this one you cite from back to EndNote again. Select the reference. Do you prefer select from EndNote? Just click insert. Just do it for a few. Just do it. Suppose I cite 5 references. Just click. Just do it. The same thing at the single file. Suppose I use the APA. So you look at that. Most theses not require you to have the reference like this. So thesis want to display only the citation, isn't it? For each chapter. Then what next you have to do? After you finish insert the citation, what next? So you have to collapse the bibliography first. So just use the convert to unformatted to correct it. You got an idea? So before you start using this, you have to finish the insert. You said for each chapter you don't need to display references for each chapter. So the first thing you have to do, you have to grab it by use convert to unformatted, convert to unformatted, and look at that. Reference is gone. And citation will become temporary citation, but it's this temporary citation, not the permanent one, just temporary. And what next you have to do? Just click File and save as. Save on the same folder thesis. You remember that? Same folder thesis. And name it. Suppose you name it in chapter 1. And you cannot save in document format. You have to change type to rich text format. EndNote cannot accept the document. They accept only rich text format. So change the type to rich text format. Rich text format. Then save. And then close the first chapter. Start do again on chapter 2. Start do again on chapter 2. Do again. I will demonstrate for 3 chapters only. Do it again. Start. Do it again. Insert it. Insert again. Insert again. Finish. Then what you have to do next? Convert to unformat first. After you finish insert, convert to unformatted. Convert to unformatted. Unformatted. Let's check. No reference. Then what next? Just click File, Save As, choose the same folder, change to chapter 2, change type to rich text format. Okay, repeat again. So just start, open, suppose chapter 3, insert, do the same as single file. Insert, just start insert. You look at that reference, so you don't need the reference. You just clicked EndNote X7, just click convert to unformatted. To correct the reference first, collapse, then finish, just save it, save as, choose folders, name it, change type to rich text format. So keep in mind the EndNote not compatible with document. They can format the document. They require file name in RTF rich text format. The rich text format you can open with the Microsoft Word. You can open with any application the same as Word. Rich text format we call. You don't worry, but that can open with Microsoft Word. Save. Just finish 3 chapter, and then suppose you finish 3 chapters. The last one, you just open the empty Microsoft Word. Just open the blank one. No need to open it. No need to type anything. You just open the Microsoft Word. Just open the empty document. Just open the empty document. Wait for a while. Just open it. Can I have break for 10 minutes? Full thanks. I can't be patient anymore.